Welcome to Mission Field tonight. We have the Conway on the Bigelow Panthers. Our captains for tonight's game are number 5, Cameron Elder, number 6, Easton Hartley, number 15, Matthew Corbin. And for your Bigelow Panthers, your captains are Guy Starks and number 3, Pierce Robinson. The Eagles scheduled this year starting today and after September 4th. Hector at home at 7 o'clock. Quitman on Friday the 11th at 7 o'clock. Jessieville Friday the 25th of September at 7 o'clock. And then we move to October where we face Danville at home at 7 o'clock. October 9th we play Two Rivers away at 7 o'clock. On Friday 16th we play Atkins at home. Friday, the 23rd, we play Cutter Morning Star away at 7 o'clock. Friday, the 30th of October, we play Glen Rose home at 7 o'clock. And November 26th, the final regular season game, we play Perryville on Thursday, the 5th of November away at 7 o'clock. I'm Braden Kemper alongside
Michael Goss.
Here at Mission Field tonight, and we're ready to watch the football. We'll be back to you at kickoff. First home game of the year. My name's Braden Kemper, and I'm alongside Michael Goss. Michael, you want to tell people watching at home what we need to know about this game?
I mean, it has been, of recent years, this game has been a rivalry between Conway Christian and Bigelow. And as of this year, I think it'll be a pretty decent matchup.
Indeed, I think so. These two teams have been battling in the years past, and we'll see how it goes today. Conway Christian will kick off to start. They won the toss, and Bigelow will be receiving the ball to start the game. First home game of the year for the Eagles. Let's see if they can get the dub at the home field. We have number 15, junior Matthew Corbin kicking off for the Eagles. And back deep, we have number 9, Isaac Howe, and number 11, Jacord Dunlap. We're about ready, folks. We're getting underway. And the Eagles are off to start the season. And it is an out-of-bounds kick for Matthew Corbin. Let's see what the Eagles defense could do to start the year. Michael, in years past, this defense has been really good for the Eagles. What do you think about this year's team?
I think this year's team will be just as good as it has been. We have a few new faces. We have Makai Pleasant playing corner, but we're also missing a few people. We are missing Justice Patterson and Kendall Willis, both out with knee injury.
Indeed, we are. And to start the game, we got number 2, Wrangler Maines at quarterback. And he snaps the ball. He drops to his right, scrambles to his right, jukes one, and he's taken for a 3 or 4 yard gain. Tackled down by number 5,
Pretty decent game there.
Yeah, pretty decent game for the Bigelow Panthers, but the Eagles need to stop the ball like that all game if they want to keep their leverage. Let's see what the Bigelow Panthers run on first and 10, it seems. Wrangler drops back, it's bobbled, and he bubbles and catches it. And taken down by a swarm of Eagles. That'll be a loss of 3. Great play by the Eagles there to all scramble there. What do you think about that play right there?
It was a good snap. The problem was the throw was a bit behind him, behind the guy, and he just couldn't get his hands around it, which gave the Eagles a chance to catch up.
Yeah, it seemed that the Eagles got a good defense going on right now, and it's 3rd and 12 for the Eagles. Let's see if they can get a stop on the first possession of their drive. We have number 24, Angel Alvarado in motion. We got number 4, Makai Pleasant on sitting on. Wrangler fakes a handoff, scrambles right. We got number 15, Matthew Corbin, tackles it for a loss. Big play for the Eagles to start the season. That was huge, don't you think so?
That was absolutely huge. Matthew Corbin with a great, 5-yard sack. To make it go back 5 yards.
Yeah, and Matthew Corbin is one of the veterans on this team, knowing that a lot of them were seniors last year and the year before when they won the state championship. Back to the 10-yard line, and the Eagles offense for the first drive. We got number 12, sophomore Crafton Fowler leading the Eagles out this year. Let's see if he can have some firepower to start the year.
Absolutely. We'll see. Now, the thing with Crafton is he is the play caller for tonight, but a few days back he did get a high ankle sprain. He did some work on it earlier today, so we will see how he plays and if he only plays limited snaps.
Indeed, we have also our two linemen out. Number 56, Kendall Willis, and number 71, Justice Patterson out, both with knee injuries. We hope them a speedy and safe recovery. Let's see what the Eagles' first drive could look like. We got Creed in the shotgun, and we got Crafton Fowler. Hands it off to Creed Hillebrand, and he is tackled for a 2-yard loss by number 0, Nate Brackett, and number 94... number 74, Vance Utlick.
Not a good start for the Eagles on offense there. See, missing 2 key pieces on their offensive line, and Justice and Kendall getting a loss of 1 yard.
Let's see what the Eagles can do on here. He weighs number 6, Easton Hartley through. Let's see what Crafton has up his sleeve. The ball is snapped. Crafton drops back deep, scrambling, buying time. There's a flag thrown. He's still moving. He gets number 8 upfield, and he's going. He's got number 8, Sawyer Allen. And number 3. Number 24 is Angel Alvarado, and number 3 is Pierce Robertson.
There was was a flag on
There
the
was
play
a
in the
flag thrown.
backfield when Crafton tried to scramble there, but there seemed to have also been a flag where Sawyer Allen was tackled.
Indeed,
So
but it looks like the Eagles are moving back at the. So it seems like it was at the start of the play. Let's see what the refs have a call for.
and
Holding
they have
on
a
the
call.
offense.
So they have a call for holding on the offense. Looked like they just didn't think Crafton would get out of that, so they just seemed to hold on to their guys. Not a very good play.
It looks like Coach Ellen does not like that call on that play, and Coach Stevenson is also arguing with the ref. Let's see what their play call is going to be now. The Eagles will repeat that down. Let's see what they have on the repeat. Crafton hands it off to Creed. Creed with another 1 or 2 yard gain. A bunch of Panthers on that play. This happened a lot last year. The refs called a lot of flags last year with the win, with a lot of the wins the Eagles had.
They did. Now it seems that there was a holding call, and there seemed to have been a horse collar tackle down on the tackle of Sawyer Allen, which means they just replayed the down instead of going backwards.
Yep. 3rd and 19. Crafton snaps the ball. Crafton evades one, looks downfield, hits Easton Hartley for looks like about 10 yards. But a better spot for the Eagles.
That's not an all right drive for them. Not very good with the penalties, but they should be. Looks like they will be punting. And we have Matthew Corbin back to catch the punt and kick it.
And we have number 2, Wrangler Maines, deep back for the Panthers. Both good drives. Good drive for the Eagles. First drive of their season. I'm sure they would get the hang of it later. Rolls. Wrangler gets it. He fields it. He evades one. Goes upfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. And Taylor Cox tackling him down. But we do have another flag on the play.
And that's not good for the Eagles if it is a flag on them.
The Eagles cannot get flags this later in the year or later in this game, because this could be costly for them if they want to win this game.
Absolutely.
Holding again, but it seems it is on the Panthers. The Eagles needed that one.
That was much needed. Wrangler did catch the punt and did get a solid, looked about 20-yard gain on the punt return.
Yeah, the Eagles did need that because they were in. They were close to the end zone if he would have took that in and there was no flag on that play.
Absolutely. He would have been about the 30-yard line, which would have given them a great spot to start a drive.
Indeed. Second drive for the Panthers. Let's see what the Panthers can do on this drive. Hopefully the Eagle defense is what they were on the first drive with Matthew Corbin and the swarm of Eagles. Let's see if they can get another stop this drive.
Absolutely.
Wrangler with the snap, hands it off to number 9. He evades one, evades two, and that number 9 is Isaac Howell. Got a gain of 8. Mackay, number 4, Mackay Pleasant with the tackle.
Great. It's a decent play to start off for the Panthers. Solid, looks about like a 7-yard gain.
Indeed it is. 2nd and 3. We got number 9, Isaac Howell behind Wrangler, the quarterback, Wrangler Maines now. Number 11, Jacour Dunlap moving out. The ball is snapped. Wrangler fumbles the ball. He bobbles it. And we got number 12. Good hustle from Carter Harrington.
Yes, he did. It looked like he saw the ball fall out of his hands and he just ran straight for it. And he couldn't fully get his arms all the way around Wrangler, but he did manage to hold on and slow him down enough to get, it seemed, Chase Culpepper to help with the tackle.
Indeed, after Carter looked like a whole swarm of Eagles out there. Number 0 instead of number 9, Isaac Howell. We got number 0. about this one. A lot of penalties early in this game. Second drive for the Panthers, we had 2 on the Panthers and 1 on the Eagles.
Yes, we did. Not good for either team, showing costly plays like flags in your first game isn't a good sign for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's not, but we have to give them some lenient footing. This is their first game. They're getting used to it.
Yes, they are, but they are also missing 2 key players in Kendall Willis and Justice Patterson. Like we said earlier, both out with knee injuries.
Indeed. Let's see what the refs have to say. It looks like the Panthers are moving back. It looks like they moved back a lot. It looks like another holding call on the Panthers. The Eagles needed that because the last 2 times Wrangler has broken loose, it has been flags on it. So the Eagles really needed these plays.
Yes, they did.
3rd and 13 for the Panthers. Big momentum switch. And we got Wrangler dropping out. The pass number 0 made back on a short pass. And we got number 22, Chase Culpepper, dropping him down. We're getting 1 or 2. Great defense for the Eagles on both of these drives. We just need to have that for both of these possessions and the rest of the game.
Yeah, and let me correct you there. 22 is Easton Maxwell. Number 21 is Chase Culpepper. So Easton Maxwell gets not the goal to early as a stopper. Now it is 4th and about 9.
It doesn't seem like they brought out their punt team on this one. It looks like they're going to run a play on this. I'm very strongly assuming a pass, though.
Absolutely.
We got number Isaac Weaver and Easton Hartley back deep. We do have a timeout. And we'll take one with them. We'll be right back with you here at Mission Field. We're back here at Mission Field, and it is still 0-0. The Panthers on their second drive, fourth and 9, and the Eagles have to get another stop.
First quarter.
The ball is snapped. Wrangler rolls out to his left, looking deep. He's going to run it, and Carter misses one. McIntyre missed one. Number 5, Cameron Elder drops the ball. I don't know if he got it or not. It was really close.
Seems like they are going to give it to him. They're going to say he got the first down.
Great tackle by Cameron Elder, though, because it looked like he had more space. He would have broke free. He got Carter Harrington and Matthew Corbin, but they both with incredible hustle on that play.
Absolutely. It seems like Carter had a good angle. He just didn't have enough speed to get to the quarterback, and then Matthew Corbin was just at an awkward angle and was not able to get back.
Exactly. We got Wrangler Maines, and we got Nate Brackett to the right of him. Looks like he's in the tight end spot now. We got 2 to the left. He snaps the ball. Wrangler has no space. He runs the ball again for probably back to the line of scrimmage.
But that was, I would not put that on the quarterback. That was definitely on the center. He snapped the ball a bit slow. It seems like it rolled on the ground to Wrangler, and he was not able to get the ball up fast enough. If they were to throw a pass, they would just have to run it.
Yes, it seems also that the Panthers are just doing the run game this drive, and they're moving slowly up the field. Let's see if the Eagles can just stop him from getting the run and then get a stop. Get the ball back on offense. Number 9, Isaac Howell in the back. Hands it off to number 9, Isaac Howell, and he is taken down by Easton Maxwell. is indeed 3rd and 14. Ball on the 34.
4 minutes left. If you're watching from home, put the challenge up. It is 3rd down.
Let's see what the Bigelow Panthers have on this play. We have 2 to the left. We have Isaac Howell in the back, and we have number 11, Jacory Dunlap, alone on the right. The ball is snapped. It looks like Wrangler's going to run again. He evades. He throws deep. He gets his number 1. He's his number 1, Logan Howell, and he gets up for a huge gain on that play. The Panthers needed that, but the Eagles' defense has been really good this possession.
Luckily, Makai Pleasant was there on the sideline to stop that run. I don't think if Makai Pleasant was there, he would have gone all the way.
Indeed, and it is 1st down in the close to the red zone or are in the red zone for the Bigelow Panthers. Let's see if they can get him from either getting a PAT or a field goal, or they just get an interception and get the ball back to get their 2nd drive.
Yeah, which you don't want here with 3 minutes left in the 1st quarter. You do not want your opponent to go up. You do not want it to start to end the quarter with them down.
The ball is snapped. Wrangler hands it off to number 9. And he breaks through 1. And we have number 6, Easton Hartley, on the tackle. Great tackle by Easton Hartley on that play.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just a regular tackle that he makes. That you have to make any time. It's just an open field, one-on-one. You just have to make that tackle against the running back.
That's a safety job. Last man behind. He has to make a play or else it's a touchdown. Great play by Easton Hartley. Number 0, Nate Brackett in the backfield. 1 to his left, 1 to his right as receivers. The ball is snapped. Hands it off to Nate Brackett. Goes up. And he's hard to take down. A lot of Eagles have to take him down. It looks like he's scored a touch. It looks like it's a touchdown for the Panthers.
It looked like Steele Foster, number 9, had him, but was not able to hold on, and he was just too big for anybody else to get him.
Yeah, good hustle by the Eagles to get him the ball, just hard to get him down.
Seems like they're going for 2 here.
Yeah, and it seems like number 0, Nate Brackett is doing a PAT. He scored the touchdown, now he's attempting a field goal. Let's see if this is good for the Panthers. Looks like a false start, but the kick is good, but we have a false start on the play, I think.
There is a false start. Unless it's on the Eagles, there will be no redo.
Yeah, I think I would take the points, but let's see. It might be on the Panthers. That's maybe why they jumped off sides. A lot of flags early in this 1st quarter for both teams.
Yes, 3 or 4 for the Eagles and about 2 or 3 for the Panthers.
Yeah, 2 or 3 of the Panthers' plays have been big gains, but brought back by the referees. It looks like...
Yes, the flag was on the Eagles, and they have moved up about 5 yards, so this PAT will be
ball snap, and it is good. The score is 7-0 with 2:25 left in the 1st quarter. And let's see what the Eagles can do on this drive.
And you don't want that.
You do not want the Panthers, or any team for that matter, to get momentum. Because if they get momentum, then they will run away and we'll lose confidence.
But luckily, it is almost the end of the 1st quarter, so they will catch a break. So that is also something that they need to look to.
Indeed, their defense has actually been really good for the Eagles this whole game. It's just been the short little run games and the flags that have got them. The Eagles are in their formation for kick return. Let's see, the Panthers are walking out for the kick return. It looks like Nate Brackett scored the touchdown, kicked the PAT, and is kicking for the Bigelow Panthers.
And he really is just a jack of all trades, isn't he?
Yep. Looks like number 1, Creed Hildebrand, is deep back for the Eagles. And number 11, Ian Parrott, senior Ian Parrott, is out back deep to the left for the Conway Christian Eagles. drive, and the kick is off. Looks like Ian Parrott will get the ball. He goes up the left side. He runs past one past another, and gets taken down at the 35-yard line for their second drive.
What a great game. It looks like he caught it at about the 10-yard line, brought it to about the 35-yard line. So that is a great game from Ian Parrott.
Indeed it is. Let's see what the Eagles can do this drive and see if they can put 7 on the board like the Panthers did.
Hopefully they can.
We got number 25, Isaac Weaver on the right with number 8, Sawyer Allen. And we got number 15, Matthew Corbin on the left side alone. Creed Hildebrand in the backfield for the Eagles. Let's see what the Eagles do on this 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 2:19 left to go. Let's see if they can get a touchdown before the end of the quarter. The ball is snapped, hits it to Creed, and it gets blown up in the backfield for a loss of 3 or 4. Another bunch of Panthers out there to get the block.
Man, that is not good. You know, missing the 2 key players, like we were saying, Kendall Willis and Justice Patterson, really hurts their offensive line. Those 2 were supposed to start this game. We will get more on them later.
Indeed. Looks like the Eagles are in the same formation on the 2nd and 14. The ball is back in the 31. Crafton Fowler snaps the ball. It looks like a spot pass to number 8, Sawyer Allen. He goes upfield. He gets tripped for a gain.
Great spot pass, great throw. Was able to lead him just a few yards to get him into the run.
Indeed.
Oh, and it seems they're going to give him the first down.
Looks like it is, too.
You have to always move the chains forward if you want to score a touchdown.
Same formation for the Eagles. Number 15, Matthew Corbin, all alone on the left side. Ball snap, hands it up off to Creed Hildebrand, and it is for a gain of 2 or 3 on that play. Man, Creed's having a hard time running the ball tonight. There's a big bunch of Panthers right there as soon as he finds a hole.
That's absolutely true. But as long as he gets about 3 or 4 yards, 3 runs gets you a first down.
Indeed. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Running clock. Crafton Fowler snaps the ball. Creed Hildebrand again getting tackled back in the line of scrimmage. It looks like it's going to be a hard night to run the ball for the Eagles.
Just a bit bigger than our guys, but it should be fine as long as we can get the ball off and not lose yards.
Looks like number 4, Makai Pleasant replaced number 15, Matthew Corbin. Let's see if Makai's going to be a wide receiver this play.
Seems there is a bit of confusion. Conway Christian players are looking at the sideline. No, it seems they are going to go to the end of the first quarter.
And we would take a break with them. At the end of the first quarter, 7 Panthers, Conway Christian 0. We will be back after the break.
We will be back with the injury report on Kendall Willis and Justin Patterson.
sides for the Eagles, but Eagles still have the ball, and it is 3rd and 9 at the 46. Again, it is 7 Panthers, Conway Christian Eagles 0. Let's see if the Eagles can score on this drive. We got number 6, Easter Hartley on the right. Number 18, Tristan Johnson at receiver. And we got number 4, Makai Pless on the left, all alone. Crafton drops back, evades, goes forward, and gets hit by number 3, Pierce Robertson, senior, for a 5-yard gain. It will bring up 4th and 4 for the Eagles.
What a great run by Captain Fowler there. See, now, like we said earlier, he does have that leg injury, but as long as he doesn't get hit hard enough, then I think he should be fine running the ball. But once again, a great gain. And since they are at the 50-yard line, they will be going for it on 4th down.
Indeed. And excuse me, it is 4th and 1, it says on the clock. No, 4th and 5, my bad. And the Eagles will be going for it. Crafton drops back, another flag on the play. Hopefully this is not on the Eagles, because this could be costly, just like the Panthers were. They went back for a loss of yardage.
Seems like the ref pointed to a false start on the Eagles.
That would be costly. Let's see if the Eagles still want to go for it, or if they want to punt on this play.
You know, on a 5-yard play like that, if you're on your side of the 50-yard line, I don't think you would want to have to run.
Indeed.
Play here. I think you would just want to punt it.
It looks like Coach Ellen is making a play call for them they're going for it. On 4th and 10. Let's see the pass on this play for the Conway Christian Eagles. Crafton drops back, and he gets tackled. And that will be a turnover on downs. Tackle on number 23, Luke Schulterman. The Panthers will take back over on their own 45-yard line.
You want to see from the Eagles, man. That's not very good for them. For the Panthers starting on their side with a 1st down on their side of the field is not a good thing for the Eagles, man.
Indeed, still a ton of time left for the Eagles, but the Eagles need to get a stop here so that they can slow the momentum down to the Panthers after they just had a scoring drive. Number 9, Isaac Howe looks to be in the tight end spot. The ball is snapped. It's a short ball. Rango Maines throws it downfield and is intercepted by Easton Hartley. Easton Hartley will take it. Let's see if this momentum can keep going and they can get a score.
I think it absolutely should. What an amazing play by Matthew Corbin, able to get into the backfield so quickly and effortlessly. It looked like nobody was even trying to block it. He just got there in about 3 seconds, which gave Wrangler no chance of throwing the ball to an open man, and Easton Hartley was able to get there and get an interception.
Indeed, that pressure on that play was huge. Number 15, Matthew Corbin getting pressed by number 24, Angel Alvarado. And number 5, Cameron Elder at the receiver spot. Crafton fakes the handoff, but gets swarmed by Nate. Oh, Crafton's helmet came off, but gets tackled by Nate Brackett and number 3, Pierce Robertson, for about a loss of, it looks like a loss of 10 actually. And it looks like number 18, Tristan Johnson, since Crafton is eligible for a play because his helmet came off, is coming in at quarterback for this play.
It's not something you want to see once again from the Eagles. Going back a few yards, that's not typical for them. For this many plays in a row, this should not be happening for them.
Indeed. Let's see if the Eagles don't lose their momentum after Easton Hartley's interception, and see if they can get right back on track for where they were.
Considering Tristan Johnson is the backup, I think they will probably have a run play here.
I do think you are indeed right. And it looks like there is another flag on the play before the ball is even snapped.
Seems like a delay of game, I'm guessing. The ball wasn't even snapped. I'm going to say it was a delay of game on the Eagles.
It is. This happened a lot last year for the Eagles. They would get momentum or score a couple touchdowns, and then the flags would just come. and then this was costly for them.
Absolutely, and they already have, seems about 5 or 6 flags just in this first half.
Indeed. Start.
They're looking to the sideline to get a play.
Looks like Tristan Johnson's still at quarterback. This was a delay of game. Captain Fowler is waiting to get back in the game at quarterback. Number 1, Creed Hildebrand in the backfield. We got number 5, Cameron Elder, and number 15, Matthew Corbin on the left side. Let's see what Tristan has up his sleeve. Ball snap, hands it off to Creed Hildebrand, and he gets a 1 or 2 yard gain on the play. We'll bring up probably 3rd and 18, 3rd and 17 for the Eagles.
That is not good. A bit of a high snap there from the center, which led to a bad catch, which gave the Panthers enough time to get back there in the backfield and tackle Creed so early.
Indeed. Tristan Johnson still in his quarterback for the Eagles. Same formation for the Eagles on this play. Let's see if he's going to run it or he's going to throw it on this. It's 3rd and long. Hands it back off to Creed Hildebrand. Creed finds a seam. Gets probably up to the 4th and 12 for the Eagles. Still on the Panthers, probably 45. Let's see what the Eagles can do.
Crafton Fowler does come off the field. It seems like their punt unit will come out.
Yep.
Matthew Corbin in the backfield to catch the punt and kick it.
And deep back again is number 2, Wrangler Maines. Let's hope the Eagles he doesn't break through the Eagles again like he did on the last punt. And let's hope there's flags on this play. Matthew punts the ball back for the Eagles. Wrangler Maines fields it again. Number 1, Logan Howe. Number 25, Isaac Weaver back in the backfield. No flag though. The play stands.
That was a great run for the Panthers. Bad run for the Eagles. I mean, Wrangler, he's just looking like he can do whatever he wants out there. The Eagles aren't looking too good right now on punt returns. Yeah,
but the Eagles defense has been really pretty good to start the season. Let's see if they continue to be locked down and force another turnover on downs this drive. 8:23 left in the second quarter for the Eagles. The ball is snapped and it's handoff to Isaac Howe. He sheds one, but goes back for a loss of 2 or 3. For the Eagles, Chase Culpepper.
That was a great defensive play by the Eagles. Now, although they aren't being too hot on offense, they are playing amazing defense, only keeping them to 1 score right now.
Indeed, the defense is keeping the pressure on the Panthers to not get a ton of momentum, it looks like.
As of right now, the linebackers are a huge lead in the defense.
Seems like you are right. Same formation for the Panthers. Ball snap, he fakes the handoff, pass number 8. Oh! And the intended target was junior number 8, Jake Berry for the Panthers. We'll bring up 3rd down for the Panthers.
That was a great defensive play by Ian Parrott.
The Eagles would have been in their own territory if they would have got that interception. Makai Pleasant replacing Ian Parrott after that deflection. The same formation for the the Panthers, excuse me. Number 9, Isaac Howard breaks one, and Cameron Elder and number 22, Easton Master, taken down on 3rd down. Looks like it will be 4th and 11, 4th and 12 for the Panthers. Let's see if they're gonna. It seems like they're gonna bring their punt unit back on. Looks like Nathan Brackett is gonna punt it for the Panthers, and number 6 is the Harvey's back. Snap, it is punted high to Easton Hartley. This is going to be a fair catch. Oh, he hit him before he even touched the ball. Flags on for hitting the receiver before he even touched the ball. to get a score before the half.
About 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter, batting down halftime.
Still seems like some confusion on the play. The refs are talking.
Yep, and there it is. The illegal hit on the Bigelow Panthers is going to be going Conway Christian's way. And it seems there is a timeout for, I think, Conway Christian Eagles.
And we will take a break with them with 6:41 left to go in the second quarter. Still, the score is Bigelow Panthers 7, the Conway Christian Eagles 0. We are back here at Mission Field with 6:41 left to go in the second quarter, and the score is Bigelow Panthers 7, Conway Christian 0. Let's see if the Eagles can get a touchdown before the half.
6 minutes and 40 seconds left in this second quarter.
Yes, we have number 10, Roman Goss, and number 15, Matthew Corbin on the left. And we have number 22, Easton Maxwell, and number 6, Easton Hartley on the right side. The ball is snapped. Crafton looks to his right, hits Easton Hartley on a ball, and he breaks one and gets the first down.
Seems to be getting up on his own power.
And that number 1 is Logan Howe, senior for the Bigelow Panthers,
Now,
but
if
he
you
will
remember
stay on.
before the break, Easton Hartley did get that punt, but was hit before, so which did move him up, and he was able to get that catch for another first down.
Yes. The ball is snapped. Crafton hands it off to Creed Hildebrand. And he sheds one, breaks one, goes to the all the way outside. Goes left, he goes upfield,
That was a great.
looks like
thing
another
for Creed to
first
do.
down for the Eagles. Great run for him. He has not ran the ball extremely well tonight. Great way to start his good night tonight of running.
Absolutely. But he was able to shed a tackle and able to get up 10 yards for the first down.
Same formation for the Eagles. They just flipped Easton Maxwell. They hand it back off to Creed Hildebrand. Gets another good gain, about 5 or 6. Eagles look like they're at the 25 of the Panthers territory. And number 20, Carter Harrington, replaces Creed Hildebrand after 2 good runs. Same formation last play for the Eagles. Instead, they just have Carter Harrington in the backfield. Let's see if the Eagles can keep moving the ball like they have. Hands it off to Carter Harrington, and he gets swarmed up, probably back to the line of scrimmage or loss of 1. They were probably being up 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8 for the Conway Christian Eagles in Bigelow territory.
An all right run. Snap looked good, but once again, the blocks without Kendall and Justice just didn't look up to the standard of Conway Christian Eagles.
Once they get back, the Eagles will look like a real strong and full team. Same formation for the Eagles. The ball is snapped. Crafton evades well. It gets sacked by number 34, Guy Stark. Crafton limping. He did have that injury, but he looks like he is fine on the play. Let's see where the head coach, Coach Ellen, has to was going to run for them on 4th and 12.
And that's not something you want to see. That's not something you normally see from Carter Harrington, missing his block, which unfortunately led to Crafton getting about a 5-yard loss.
It looks like they took Carter out, put Creed in, and took 25, Isaac Weaver out, and put number 6, Easton Hartley, in the game. And it looks like the Conway Christian Eagles are going for it late in this first half. Let's see if they can get a score on this. Makai Pleasant alone on the left, trips right. Crafton trips, gives it to Creed Hildebrand. He has space. Makai. To get the touchdown. Great block. Let's see if they can get it. They can tie it up, leading it to halftime.
What an amazing play from Conway Christian there. It seemed like it wasn't going to go well with Crafton Fowler just getting absolutely bulldozed in the backfield, but it seemed that he was able to get the ball out to Creed Hildebrand. And Creed Hildebrand, he just has too much speed and was not able to get tackled by any of the Bigelow guys.
Indeed, it looked like Crafton tripped on some of the Panthers, but still made the pass. And Creed was right there at the right time and got a huge gain and got the touchdown late in the first half for the Conway Christian Eagles. 3:43 left to go in the first half. Number 15, Matthew Corbin for the PAT, and it is good. The score is tied 7-7.
Hopefully, potentially end the half. There's about 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this second quarter. And hopefully they will be able to finish it out with a score of 7-7.
Indeed.
And once again, another person who you would consider to be a jack of all trades, Matthew Corbin.
The Eagles, looks like Coach Ellen is talking to him about kickoff to try to get a stop on this defensive drive to leading in the halftime.
Luckily, as of right now, I don't think we really have to worry about the Eagles on defense. They've been locked down and they have been able to stop the run. And Bigelow hasn't been throwing the ball that much. So I think, as of right now, we don't got to worry about the Eagles' defense.
Great touchdown for the Eagles. It looks like all the coaches on the sideline are hyped back up and getting the Eagles hyped for this second half and the rest of this first half. Matthew Corbin kicking it off for the Eagles. We got number 9, Isaac Howe back deep, and number 11, Jacour Dunlap back deep for the Panthers. And the kick is off, and it looks like number 1, Logan Howe will receive it. It would be a gain of about 8. And it's pushing and shoving. This goes back to the rivalry we were talking about. Not a lot of good blood between both of these teams.
And it looked like Carter Harrington getting a bit heated after that tackle, but a great tackle by him.
Indeed. This is the energy the Eagles need if they want it. But they need to have it controlled to win this ball game.
Absolutely.
Looks like Carter comes back on the field after getting a little scuffle.
But like we said earlier, the tight ends, or sorry, not the tight ends, the linebackers for the Conway Christian Eagles defense will be a big part of stopping this drive of the Bigelow Panthers.
Nathan Brackett in the backfield behind quarterback Rangel Maines. The ball is snapped. It's handoff to Nate Brackett. And Easton Maxwell tries to tackle him, but misses. And it looks like Carter Harrington comes back in and tackles him again for the Eagles.
Once again, a good snap from the center and a great run. Pretty decent run from Nate Brackett there. Easton Maxwell was also able to get into the backfield pretty easily, but didn't seem quite fast enough or could get his hands around the running back there. But luckily, Carter Harrington, Chase Culpepper were able to get him down.
It would bring up 2nd and 7. Ball on the 41. The ball is snapped. Wrangler takes it himself, breaks 1, breaks 2, still on his feet, breaks another, and it will be a first down. A lot of missed tackles for the Eagles. But the Panthers will have to hurry if they want to get a score before the half. Ball at probably the 48.
That's not something you want to see from the Eagles. That's not something they normally do. They don't normally miss tackles, at least not that many. Luckily, Ian Parrott, the corner, was able to get there and stop the run from Wrangler.
Indeed, Indeed, the secondary has been very key for the runs. There's been a lot of holes in the defense, and the secondary has locked down and stopped the ball from getting past them. The ball snapped to Isaac Howe, breaks one. It looks like 60 LJ Scott is running after him. He's going on the sideline, and Matthew Corbin brings him down on the Panthers' sideline. It will be a gain of 15. Looks like he just went around the Eagles there.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a great run. Bad defense from the Eagles. But I think
it looks
going
like
into this second half, I think they will get that all cleaned up.
It does look like there is a flag.
Seems there is a flag on the play. Let's see what the ref has to say.
That was huge for the Eagles. That was a huge gain. There's been a ton of flags that they have brought back from the Panthers, and the Eagles have been saved by them.
Not sure what the flag was for.
It looks like it would bring up first down, though. About 2:02 left to go in this first half. Ball in the 48 in Panther territory. Looks like Isaac Howe is the fullback. Hands it off to Ja'Cory Dunlap, breaks up the middle, and it will get a gain of about 7. And it will probably bring up 2nd and 3 or 2nd and 2. Easter Hartley on the tackle there.
A good run from the running back there for Bigelow. Decent blocking, and was able to break a few tackles to get about 5 yards on that play.
Matthew Corbin catching a break. Number 22, Easton Maxwell, comes on for him. Number 9, Isaac Howe, behind number 2, Wrangler Maines. Same formation as last play for the Panthers. The ball is snapped, fake handoff, and the Eagles tackle him for no gain, maybe a gain of 1. And it will probably bring up 2nd and 8 or 9 or 2nd and 6.
Let me correct you there. It is third down. But that was a great defensive play. Like we said, this Eagles defense has been locked down these past few drives. This Eagles defense has definitely been helping out the offense and allowing 0 points these last few drives from the Panthers.
Indeed. And it seems like they're going to have the ball the rest of the possession, the rest of the half, because the clock is ticking down with 38 seconds left.
They're going to need a big one.
Ball is snapped. Wrangler rolls out to his left, throws it to number 1, Logan Howe, and he'll probably call a timeout to stop the clock.
24 seconds left on the clock, about to end this first half. Seems like he did catch the ball inbound, so the clock will run, but the Bigelow Panthers do call a timeout before this half is over and are able to hopefully get a play set up for them to run before the end of this half.
And we'll take a break with this short timeout before the half. And let's see if the Eagles defense could get a stop before the first half ends. We're back here at Mission Field on this humid Friday night. It looks like they have 4 receivers to the right for the Panthers. The ball is snapped. Wrangler dropped to his right. He looks deep. The ball is thrown. It looks like it's for Ja'Cory Dunlap. And he'll catch it and get a touchdown for the Bigelow Panthers to end the first half. That was about a 35-yard throw from Wrangler Maines for the touchdown from Ja'Cory Dunlap.
Once again, that is something that you don't want to see before the half. I mean, that really just brings down your momentum. I mean, what I'm gonna say happened there is that timeout that the Bigelow called, um, I guess iced over the defense of the Conway Christian Eagles, and they just weren't able to see a man going deep.
Indeed, in the formation, forward to the right for the Panthers, no receivers to the left. We obviously knew it was going to be a throw, but great catch and great receiver on the play right there. Nate Brackett kicking again for the Bigelow Panthers. 17-13. The ball is snapped, and the kick is good. The score will be 14 to the Bigelow Panthers and 7 for the Conway Christian Eagles. Let's see what this short drive for the Eagles will be, if they'll take a knee or just try to get some yardage before the half ends.
As of right now, I think you would just want to take a knee, take this one to the half, and rest up before this second half kicks off.
Yes. Some adjustments to be made, but the defense has been playing really well for the Eagles, even though they have gave up 2 scores this half.
Yes, I will say that the score doesn't show what the Eagles defense has done. Unfortunately, the flags is what has been holding them back. If they don't have as many of those flags, I think the score would still be 7-7 right now.
I think so too. The kickoff return for the Eagles is out there, and the Panthers kickoff is going out on the field. Number 0, Nate Brackett, is kicking the ball for the Bigelow Panthers.
And once again, we have Creed Hildebrandt and Ian Parrott in the backfield ready to catch the kickoff.
Let's see what the ref is talking to these Bigelow Panthers about. Let's see if the Eagles could just receive it and take it into the half. Back deep again, like Michael said, number 11, Ian Parrott, and number 1, Creed Hildebrandt. The kick is off from Nate Brackett, and Creed Hildebrandt will receive it. He's running. He's going to the right, left. He breaks one, breaks the other. And he gets hit, takes the ref down too. But Nate Brackett, the kicker, is the last resort. Great run by Creed. 8 seconds left for the Eagles. And let's see if the Eagles are going to take a knee or have a Hail Mary on this play.
I think what you said was great. I mean, Creed Hildebrandt did get a good catch there, and like you said, it's either go big or go to halftime.
Matthew Corbin and Cameron Elder on the left side, and we got Sawyer Allen, number 6, Easton Hartley on the right. Let's see what Coach Elder's going to call. It looks like it's a pass, maybe. It doesn't look like they're going to need this. Number 20, Carter Harrington in the backfield also.
I mean, at this point in the game, I don't think there is any reason to kneel it. I mean,
Patrick drops back. It looks like it's going to be a spot pass, and Easton Hartley drops the ball. 3, 2, 1, and 1 second left on the clock. Let's see what Coach Ellen's going to run. He might just kneel this one and take it to the half with 1 second left on the clock in the first half.
After that play they just ran, I would kneel the ball for 1 second, but considering how the game has been going, I doubt they will.
Same formation for the Eagles. Let's see if they're kneeler or just run the ball to get the clock. And he'll run it to Carter Harrington, and he'll get a gain of 1 or 2. And that will take us to halftime, folks. We're at halftime. We will talk about the adjustments the Eagles need, and we will have a guest that shows up at halftime. It is 7 Eagles, Bigelow Panthers 14 to end the half. And we will be back.
And we will be back with the injury report on Kendall Willis and Justice Patterson.
Welcome back to Mission Field on this Friday night. And the score at halftime, if you're just tuning in, is 7-14. Bigelow is up. Yeah, we're going to talk about some second half adjustments from the Conway Christian Eagles. What do you think, Michael, about the second half adjustments?
Now, something that we will need to talk about is the run game on defense for the Eagles. They have been able to stop the run a few times, but they have been able to get huge gains as well. Now, on offense for the Eagles, they will have to try to hopefully throw the ball more because it doesn't seem like the run is going well for them right now.
Indeed, but the complete opposite for the Bigelow Panthers. They're running the ball every time with Rango Maines, or they're running it with Isaac Howe, and they're getting a decent gains. But if the Eagles want to stop it, this brings us into our injuries that we were going to talk about. We know our O-line and D-line, Kendall Willis and Justice Patterson back for this team to get multiple stops and force a ton of turnover on downs these games.
Yes, those injuries are costly as they are both out, as we said earlier, with knee injuries. Kendall Willis is out with a meniscus tear, and he got surgery a few weeks back, but it seems like he will be out for mostly or the whole season, unlike Justice Patterson, who had a slight tear in his knee. We're not sure exactly what it was, but it seems that he will be back next week or the week after.
Indeed. And now let's bring in our special guest. His name is Ridge Harden. You can sit. Ridge, how you doing tonight?
Doing very good, very good.
All right, me and Ridge are both on the cross-country team.
Cross-country.
And what time's our meet tomorrow?
Times our meet, 8 a.m. sharp. 8 a.m. sharp.
Indeed, and our coach, Keith McKay, is our cross-country coach, and he wants us to be there at 7:15. We've been running all summer and we're ready for this. Ridge, how would you describe this football team this year? A bunch of changes.
I think there's a lot of changes this year. I think that they have the potential to be good if the injuries can heal up, and I think if they can handle the coaching switches right. A lot of people are saying different things about this team, but I think we have a chance to be pretty decent this season.
Indeed, a ton of changes, just like our coach, Justin Kramer, our AD now, but it was our head coach last year, and now it's Daniel Ellen as our head coach this year, and we got a new one, Coach Calloway, came halfway through the year. How do you think these coaches will change the adjustments or the strategies for this team?
I think the strategies will be a little bit different, but I think it's gonna be a lot of the same stuff. I think they're going to handle it. I think they're going to handle the switches well, and I think they'll be very professional about it and good at their job.
Yes, and other changes to the school and this program, we have grown in 800, almost like 800 kids in a grade. And we have just got our new building. We got a tour of that today, and we will be moving in there next week. How do you feel about that one?
Very excited for this new building. It's very nice. It's very clean. It's got all these. It's got a bunch more lockers, classrooms. It's got a very nice lunchroom. It's gonna be a very nice building.
Indeed, Ridge, I thank you for this interview, and we have 48 seconds left to go until the second half starts. The Panthers are out warming up. Again, if you're just tuning in, the score is 14, Bigelow Panthers, 7, Conway Christian. We will be back with you to the start of the second half.
And go.
And we're back at Mission Field. And it is, if you're just tuning in, it is the Bigelow Panthers 14, your Conway Christian Eagles 7. The Eagles will return to start the second half.
Once again, the Eagles did win the toss, but decided to defer the ball to the second half, so they kicked it off at the beginning, and now they should be getting it in the second half for this first drive.
Yes, and kicker and running back Nate Brackett is kicking off for the Panthers to start the second half. Let's see if the Eagles could start their momentum off right with the first possession of the second half. Back deep is Creed Hildebrand that receives it. He goes up the middle, goes to the left, goes wide, and gets taken down at about the 25-yard line. Helmet came off for the Panthers. Let's see what Crafton Fowler, the field general for this Common Christian Eagles team, can do on this drive.
Absolutely. Now, like we said at halftime, the adjustments will hopefully that will be made, or the Eagles will hopefully be able to throw the ball more rather than run it, considering that their run game hasn't been too strong.
Yes, their run game hasn't been that good, but when we throw the ball, we have been really good. Crafton Fowler, we got Creed Hildebrand behind Crafton Fowler in the backfield. We got Matthew Corbin and Cameron Elder to his left. Crafton drops back, and there's a throw, and like I said, a catch from Sawyer Allen at the 50-yard line. That is what the adjustments we were talking about at halftime, and that's what the Eagles needed.
Because as of right now, I don't think the Bigelow Panthers will be too good on the throw because we've been running the ball so much. I don't think they would be ready for a throw just like that, and they were able to get about 20, 25-yard gain. I think that was a great play.
Great play by the Eagles. Tristan Johnson comes on after Sawyer Allen. He looks like he's a bit shaken up. Maybe his knee pad just fell off. But Tristan Johnson is in at receiver from Sawyer Allen. Crafton drops back to pass again, and it's intercepted. Maybe it dropped. It looks like it's incomplete. They're calling it incomplete.
Yes, the sideline ref is calling it incomplete. It seems like it did hit the ground before he was able to get possession of it.
Big sigh of relief for the Eagles right there. Right after a great throw and a great gain of yardage, they throw an interception. But we're still good. Plenty of time left in the second half. Let's get the momentum like we had on the first play.
It will be 2nd and 10 because of that incomplete pass.
Matthew Corbin out wide on the Eagles sideline with Cameron Elder, Tristan Johnson inside receiver on the right, and Easton Hartley out right. Hands it off to Creed Hildebrand, and he breaks 3 for a first down. Oh, pushing and shoving in the backfield.
What a great play once again by the Eagles. They are starting off very well in the second half, I'd say.
Yes, starting off really good. Whatever halftime adjustments Coach Ellen and all the coaches had has been working. The Eagles have came out pretty hot, and they're coming out strong.
I think as long as they keep this up on offense, they should be fine.
Ball on the 42, same formation for the Eagles. Handed off to Creed Hildebrand. He breaks one, and it will probably be a gain of 5 or 6. Bring up 2nd and 4 for the Eagles.
Once again, something you don't want to see. It was a high snap to Crafton Fowler, but was able to get it down fast enough for Creed to get through the gap that the offensive line had made for him.
Yes. Looks like they're just running with the formation they have because it's working. I would too, but looks like same formation with a 2nd and 5 with the ball on the 37 for the Eagles. Ball is snapped, handed off to Creed Hildebrand, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield for a loss of 2 or 3. Taken down by number 0, Nate Brackett.
That's not something you want to see. The momentum seemed to have changed at the start of the second half. That's something you don't want to see normally after getting those 3 big plays.
Indeed. Let's see if the Eagles can still have momentum and be strong. It is 3rd and 9, ball on the 41. Ball is snapped. Crafton drops back. He looks like he was going to throw it, and it's a flag, and he pitches it, and it's incomplete to Tristan Johnson. But Crafton comes tumbling to the sideline. Looks like there's a flag. Maybe a holding or a false start. Let's see what the refs have to say.
Considering it was in the backfield, I'm going to say it was a holding because Crafton looked like he was going to throw it, but it seemed, and there it is. Yes, it was a holding penalty on the Eagles because it seemed like Crafton was going to throw it, but they weren't sure, and then Crafton decided to run. So now they're going to not take the penalty. Bigelow Panthers are not going to take the penalty, and they're going to give the Eagles a 4th down in about 4th and about 9.
Yeah, the Eagles, that's their first flag this half. Let's see if they can get less of these like they did in the last half and reduce the chances of losing yards and losing momentum. Crafton drops back. It's a little float pass, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by number 17, Jake Pyro. And the Panthers will take back the ball to start for the first possession of the second half.
Man, the Eagles really did look strong coming out of that kickoff with a great reception and a great catch from Sawyer Allen to get the first down on that, and then Creed Hildebrand coming in to get another first down run. It looked like their momentum really had shifted, but those last few plays didn't show it.
It looked like Crafton was under pressure, and he threw a little float pass. It looked like it was intended for Tristan Johnson, but it comes up in an interception, and the Panthers will take the ball back over. First possession of the second half. Wrangler Maines at quarterback. Forward to the left, he runs the ball as soon as it's snapped, and he'll get a decent gain. He's still going. He's down the sideline. There's no one back. Sawyer Allen is chasing him, and he gets blocked, and it will be a Bigelow Panther touchdown. First play of the second half. Wrangler Maines, about 60-yard touchdown run.
That is not something you want to see from Conway Christian's perspective. It's a great thing to see if you're a Bigelow fan, but if you're a Conway Christian fan, that's not something you want to see.
Yes, and the Eagles in the first half, their defense was so good. Let's see if they can get back their momentum like I've been saying and stop the run in the pass and get some stops.
Hopefully, yes.
Nate Brackett kicking the PAT. And the kick is good. Score 21, Panthers, 7, Eagles. The Eagles will take the ball back. Let's see if they made up for their mistakes and they got back in their rhythm. Let's see what the Eagles have playing here on this drive. Again, Ian Parrott, number 11, back deep, and number 1, Creed Hildebrand, number 1, back deep.
I think what the Bigelow Panthers want to do here on this kickoff is kick it short and not long, because Creed and Ian have both gotten good returns the both times they have caught it.
Indeed.
And once again, here we go. It is 21, Bigelow Panthers, Conway Christian Eagles 7 with 8:49 left to go in this quarter.
Nate Brackett kicking it off for the Bigelow Panthers. Back deep to receive it is number 11, Ian Parrott. It will take it up the right side of the sideline of the Bigelow bench, and it will go up farther. He breaks one and goes out of bounds, but there was green grass for miles ahead of him. And he'll be about a bit above the 50-yard line in Panther territory. Let's see what the Eagles can do this drive.
Just like I had said before, I felt like they would want to kick it short because, once again, both of the returners for the Conway Christian Eagles have had great returns, just like you saw there, Ian Parrott, with about a 20, 30-yard gain on that kickoff return. If he didn't get spun out of bounds there, I think he goes all the way.
I do too. Makai Pleasant, number 4, all the way to the left for the Conway Christian Eagles with Cameron Elder and number 8, Sawyer Allen. Let's see if he can have another good completion on this play. Crafton throws it to Sawyer, and he bobbles the ball right in the hands of Sawyer Allen, but it becomes incomplete. We're up 2nd and 10, ball on the 45 for the Conway Christian Eagles.
Once again, like we said at halftime, they have been throwing the ball much more, but it seems the more they decide to throw the ball, it seems the more the Bigelow Panthers defense are ready for a throw, and it seems like the Conway Christian Eagle wide receiving core are having a hard time catching the ball.
They are. Same formation. Easton Hartley far to the right. He drops back again to throw. He goes to Easton Hartley, and he was not looking. Threw the ball too early. He was running the deep post route, but it is incomplete, way behind Easton Hartley. We'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Conway Christian Eagles.
That's not something you want to see. That's not something you normally see. Crafton Fowler normally throws it when the receiver is ready. Unlike that play, Easton Hartley was not ready for that ball, and he just wasn't able to find it.
Same formation for the Conway Christian Eagles. Crafton throws in the backfield to Creed Hildebrand. He breaks one, breaks two, and he sheds one, still on his feet, and he gets taken down. Looks like by number 1, Logan Howe. And Creed is still down on the play. He's holding, it looks like a cramp. Hopefully this is just a cramp and it's nothing more serious for our starting running back, number 1, Creed Hildebrand. We'll take a break for the injury, and we'll be back here at Mission Field. We are back here, a short injury. He is luckily okay on the play. Just looks like a cramp or just tweaked a little bit. But the Eagles look like they will be punting the ball. Matthew Corbin will be punting, and number 1, Logan Howe, deep back to receive. The ball is snapped. Matthew Corbin punts it to number 1, Logan Howe, and he'll just let it go out of bounds, where the Bigelow Panthers will take back possession.
Now, before that injury of Creed Hildebrand, it did look like a decent play. Crafton Fowler threw it in the backfield for a bubble pass to Creed. Was able to break a few tackles, but was not fully able to, was not able fully to get through the defense.
Bigelow would take back the ball. Let's see if the Eagles' defense was like they were in the first half and would stop the Bigelow Panthers' running game. 2 touchdowns off the run for the Bigelow Panthers. 1 deep ball to end the first half for a catch by Jacour Dunlap, number 11. Number 9, Isaac Howell behind Wrangler Maines. Jacour Dunlap, like I just said, catches the ball, gets a gain of about 5 before, it's still on his feet. But they would call the ball dead. Chase Culpepper on the tackle.
It's a good, decent gain there from number 11 on Bigelow. It was a good pass, and then it seemed to have great blocking from the Bigelow lineman.
It will bring up 2nd and 5 for the Bigelow Panthers.
Now, once again, like we said, it seems like Bigelow is going to go more for of a throwing approach because Conway Christian has been able to stop their run pretty well.
Bigelow has trips to the right and none to the left. Let's see if they're going to throw it like they did in the first half. Hand it off to Isaac Howell, who gets to the Bigelow sideline for about a gain of 3. We'll probably bring up 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2.
It seems LJ Scott, number 60, is limping off the field. Hopefully he is fine. Steele Foster, number 9 for the Eagles, also coming off the field. And it is 3rd down for the Conway Christian Eagles.
3rd and 1 for the Eagles. Ball on the 33. Let's see if the Eagles can get a stop. First stop of the half. Eagles defense has been pretty good, even though it's 21-7. They have not gave up a lot of big plays. Let's see what they got. Trips to the right there. Wrangler Maines will take it, and he will get the first down.
Good run from Wrangler there for Bigelow. Seemed to have just powered through. It looked like he would have gotten stopped, but was able to just power through the Conway Christian defense for that first down.
New set of downs for the Bigelow Panthers. The Eagles almost had him right there. Let's see if they could get let's see if they can push it back more for a sack on this drive. Wrangler drops back to pass. He's evading. He breaks Ian Parrott, and he would be taken out at about the 45, 48-yard line. And an update on LJ Scott. He's taken his helmet off and is by the athletic trainer rolling out on the sideline. Hopefully not another lineman out. That would be three of a good bunch of linemen that are out for the Eagles. This is not a good way to start the season.
No, it is not. And once again, that play was pretty huge for Bigelow, not very good for Conway Christian. Gave up another run for about 15 yards, getting Bigelow to about the 45-yard line on Conway Christian's side.
Nate Brackett behind Wrangler Maines in the backfield. The ball is snapped. It's handed out to Nate Brackett. He stiff arms one, goes to the outside. There's a flag, probably face mask or holding. He will get about a gain of 5. But let's see what this flag's about. Looks like the Panthers are going back.
Rylan Shaw coming out of the game. And coming in is J.D. Barron, number 50.
Holding on the offense.
That's something Conway Christian needed there. They needed that break. They needed them to go back a few yards and not forward.
They did need that. It looks like they're going to have 4 receivers to the right. Same formation they had to end the first half. Let's see if this is going to be another deep ball pass. Deep, not deep, but kind of in their own territory. It's going to be a spot pass in number 9. Isaac Howe sheds one, still on his feet, but gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like pushing and shoving on the play. Number 15, Matthew Corbin, number 11, Ja'Cory Dunlap.
Bit of a scuffle there. Now, that play that they just ran, they had that same formation at the beginning of the second half, but instead decided to run the ball. There was a guy in the backfield for them, but instead they decided to throw the ball there and hopefully get up the field. Unfortunately, that did not work for them.
Three receivers to the left for the Bigelow Panthers. Wrangler Maines drops out to his left. He breaks one and goes and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Back up for about a gain of 10. We're probably bringing up 3rd and 13.
It'll be about 4th and 10 for the Bigelow Panthers.
3rd and 9. Let's see if the Eagles can get a stop here. The Eagles defense was giving up a lot. They were shut down in the first half. It looks like they're playing the complete opposite now. They're running the game. Our passing game has been, we passed the ball a lot in the second half, and we ran a lot in the first half. Our defense was played really good in the first, and it's a false start. And that will cost them.
For the defensive line on Conway Christian. I mean, they just had no chance of even like trying.
Looks like another lineman, Jackson Taylor, is getting his hand taped. Dang it, a lot of Eagle linemen. LJ, again, another update. He's laying on his back, rolling out. Still hasn't been he's been out this whole series and he's been out a lot of plays in the offensive series.
This is not good for the Eagles. Hopefully, Justice Patterson will be back in a few weeks.
4 receivers to the right for the Bigelow Panthers. Wrangler Maines drops back to pass. He scrambles. He goes outside edge. It looks like there's not a flag, and he will break free, and he will go all the way. I don't see any flags, folks. Touchdown, Panthers. No flags thrown, even though it looked like they were shoving and holding in the backfield behind the run. Coaches are not happy about that. Coach Ellen is not happy about that.
Not something you want to see from the Eagles. I mean, man, they just, once again, they ran that same formation earlier. Instead, they decided to run the ball instead of throw it, and the Eagles just weren't ready for it.
One of those flags were not going to be called, even though the Panthers have had a lot of big plays that have been called back. And the kick is good from Nate Brackett. The score will be 28-7. Bigelow winning. Our kickoff return team comes back onto the field. Let's see if they could get a touchdown before the end of this third quarter.
There's 3 minutes and 38 seconds left in this third quarter. Once again, Bigelow up 28 to Conway Christian Eagles 7.
Let's see if the offense can get something moving and get some good throws and some good runs this drive.
Hopefully so. They need to be able to keep the ball off their side of their 50, and they haven't been able to do that very much. They've only been able to do it on one drive.
The Eagles have tons of time left, though. The Panthers scored within 2 minutes to go, going into halftime. They scored on their first play of the drive to start the third quarter, and they took about 3 to 4 minutes off the clock to get that touchdown. So there is still plenty of time where the Eagles could get stops and scores.
Absolutely.
Back deep again is Creed Hildebrand and number 11, Ian Parrott. The ball is kicked straight in the middle, and it looks like they would let it go and be a touchback as Crafton Fowler and the Conway Christian Eagles come back on offense to try to get some momentum and get in the end zone for 7.
And LJ Scott seems to be fine. He's back out on the field, as you can see, number 60 on Conway Christian.
The Eagles needed that one. They didn't need to lose another lineman. But let's see if LJ's not shaking up and he can get in that stance and do his thing.
Absolutely.
Run by Creed Hildebrand. He finds a gap, and he goes in the middle. He's still on his feet. He'll be taken down by number 11, Jacourt Dunlap, and number 1, Logan Howe on that play.
What an amazing run there from Creed Hildebrand. Great snap, great carry, and great run from Conway Christian.
Indeed, the Panthers probably thought we were going to throw the ball because they threw it all last drive. Great job of running the ball and catch him off guard in that play.
Absolutely.
Looks like number 21, Chase Culpepper is the running back on this play. And he gets a big hit. He gets one and 2 great runs with 2 different running backs for the Conway Christian Eagles. The Panthers think that we're probably going to throw the ball eventually. Number 71 is down on the field, Gavin Gibson. Looks like he's on one knee, slow to get up. Oh. And we'll take a break as he looks like he's shaking up and slow to get up on this play. We'll be right back at Mission Field after this. We are back here at Mission Field after Gavin Gibson was slow to get up. He did run off the field, though, so I hope that he is okay.
Yes, it is never good to see someone on the ground, but it is good to see them get up under their own power and jog off the field.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball on the 41. Crafton Fowler hands it off to Creed Hildebrand, and he gets swallowed up just like he did the first couple plays of the first quarter for the Conway Christian Eagles.
That's not something good you want to see. But just like in the first half, Conway Christian did struggle running the ball, and it seems that has continued in the second half, except for an exception for a few plays.
It does look like that. We have 3 receivers to the left, Easton Hartley alone to the right. Let's see if Bigelow is going to expect the run or the pass here. Crafton drops back. Easton with a spot out, and he drops it. The Eagles are having a bunch of mistakes this drive, but we're still moving up the field. It would be 3rd and 12.
A bad drop from Easton Hartley. You don't normally see that from him. He usually makes sure that he watches the ball all the way till it hits his hands, and then he gets upfield. That's the second time that the ball has dropped out of his hands on a play like that.
Yes. Same formation for the Conway Christian Eagles. Crafton drops back, looks like he's going to pass. He gets pressured, and he just throws it out because he had number 23, Luke Schulterman, and number 7. Oh, it looks like a flag is thrown after the play. Way after the play was over. Let's see what the ref has to say about this one.
Seems like the flag should be intentional grounding. Yes, it will be intentional grounding. Crafton Fowler tossed the ball away to not have that long gain or that long loss of yards, but there was no receiver in the area, which led to there being a intentional grounding call.
Guy Starks, number 34, and Luke Schulterman, number 23, with the pressure on that play to force the intentional grounding for the Bigelow Panthers.
It seems they are going to bring out the punt unit, and Matthew Corbin will be kicking it once again.
Wrangler Maines again deep back for the Bigelow Panthers. The punt is off, and it is rolled out of bounds, where the Bigelow Panthers have the ball with 2:19 left to go in this third quarter. Let's see if the Conway Christian defense could get a stop before the third quarter ends.
Absolutely. There's 2:19 left in this quarter. Bigelow 28 and your Conway Christian Eagles 7.
Let's see if the Eagles defense could get a stop on this drive.
Hopefully
Isaac Howell in motion. Wrangler Maines rolls out to his left, looks deep downfield, and it's going to be, he tried to one-hand catch it, Jacour Dunlap, just out of reach. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10, ball on the 20.
Great job from Easton Hartley there, getting back on defense and able to knock the ball out of the receiver's hands. Great work of defense right there.
Yes, it looked like it was going to be a deep pass, and they read it well, and good deflection. Number 10, Ashton Shirley coming in the game for the Bigelow Panthers. He's going to be out wide with the corner 8, Sawyer Allen. Wrangler drops back to pass. He rolls out to his left. He looks deep downfield. He jukes one. He's going for the run, and he just goes out of bounds. Back. Looks like he got maybe the first down.
Yes, it seems like he did get the first down, unless. Okay, it seems like there is a timeout on the field for the Conway Christian Eagles. Now, that was a good play there. Easton Maxwell, as you saw, number 22, was able to get in the backfield, but was not fast enough to get his hands on the quarterback, but was able to pressure him into running the ball, and Carter Harrington was able to push him out of bounds to stop him from a long gain. Yes,
and it did look like Easton Maxwell was hobbling or limping off the field. Maybe put all his pressure on one of his legs to try to get Wrangler Maines with the tackle, and went just a bit far out wide, and he looked like he is hobbling on that right leg, but hopefully he is all right.
Yes, hopefully he is fine. That's, once again, hopefully not another injury. This Conway Christian team cannot afford another one as the start of this year.
Yes, and the Eagles are down 7-28. The Eagles have to get stuff going if they want to win this ball game.
Yes, they do. Luckily, they still have about 14 minutes left in the game. There's 2 minutes left in this quarter, with another 12 minutes coming up in the fourth quarter. And they are coming out of the huddle. Coach Ellen did not look too happy about what they had just done, but they will be coming out of the huddle right now.
Hopefully that fired up the Eagles to have a good defensive possession and force the ball back. 3 to the right for the Panthers. Nate Brackett in the backfield behind quarterback Wrangler Maines. Ball stop. He hands it off to Nate Brackett, and he's still on his feet, and he rolls out to his left, and he gets a first down to about the 50-yard line. He's probably short about the 47-yard line. But there is a flag way behind the play. Let's see what the refs have to say about this one. And it looks like the Panthers are going back.
Considering it was behind the ball, the flag was thrown. Going to consider it to be a holding call from the ref.
The Eagles need a lot of plays like this, a lot of holding calls, so they can get their momentum back. .152 left to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10, ball on the 30 for the Bigelow Panthers. They have 3 to the right, and they have Isaac Howell instead of Nate Brackett in as running back on this 1st and 10. Looks like some confusion on the field.
The ref seems to be stopping the play. Not sure why, but not sure what the ref was having to say there, but now we're going.
Again, 1st and 10, ball on the 30 for the Bigelow Panthers. Trips to the right. Wrangler drops back to pass, hits number 11, and he gets hit as soon as his hands touch the ball by number 20, Carter Harrington.
What a great play on defense there. Once again, it's the linebackers coming in for Conway Christian that are being of big help to this defense. Carter Harrington was able to stop that pass from being completed by getting his hand in the way of the ball and tackling the man before he could get it.
Hopefully this Eagle defense is back to what it was at the start of the first quarter, and they will lock down this Bigelow Panthers offense. Wrangler drops back, throws it with his left hand. Jacour Dunlap spins and gets the first down. Taken down by number 21, Chase Culpepper, but he will get the first down.
That's a problem there, man. They could have gotten a stop there if the man on the sideline could have just gotten a little bit closer to the receiver and was able to tackle him. Unfortunately, he didn't get there in time, and the receiver was able to bounce off of him and get about 5 more yards.
First and 10, ball in the 46. 1:33 left to go in this third quarter. Trips to the right again for the Panthers, none to the left. Wrangler Maines will hand it off to Isaac Howell, and he trips on the grass, it seems. A little slip down there, and he got a gain of 3 or 4.
It seems like he slipped there on that play and was taken down by the Eagles, but I don't think if he would have slipped there, I don't think he would have gone much farther anyways.
Yeah. Running clock, about a minute left to go in this third quarter. The Panthers have three to the left now, switch sides, and they have number 0, Nate Brackett, as running back for this play. It looks like a bit they did the play wrong. Nate thought he was going to hand the ball off, and Wrangler just took the ball. Maybe the snap was, oh no, it looks like number 77, Grayson Cohen, is down on the play. Oh no, not good for the Eagles. It looks like he's probably in, it looks like he has a brace leg on there. He might be just cramping, but he looks like he has a knee sleeve on.
Yes, he does. But on that last play there, it seems like there was a little bit of a mix-up on the calls there. It seemed that Wrangler, the quarterback, wanted to run the ball while Nate Brackett thought he was getting the ball. And while the quarterback decided to run, the running back had hit him in the back, knocking him forward.
And he gets up. Maybe he's limping a bit. Looks like it might be that ankle. It doesn't look like it's the knee. But he is getting up on his own power, like you have said before, and he is getting off the field.
It seems like he is limping and keeping off of his toe and is hobbling off the field. Hopefully he is okay.
That is about 4 or 5 linemen, 3 this game, that have been getting little injuries, but they're still able to play. Hopefully these do not become more costly for the Eagles. 4 to the left for the Bigelow Panthers. The ball is snapped. Wrangler looks back. He doesn't see anyone. He's still evading. He looks up. Got number, it was intended for number 15, Bowen Peoples, but it is incomplete.
Great job by the linebackers there. Once again, shouting out the linebackers for Conway Christian, able to deflect that ball and getting them to 4th down.
4th and 7, ball on the 49 with 19 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Ashton Shirley out wide for the Bigelow Panthers. So are 3 others. The ball is snapped. Wrangler looks downfield. He throws it. It is incomplete. Intended target was number 9, Isaac Howe.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good job from the Conway Christian Eagles. Once again, for a 3rd time in a row, it is the linebackers for Conway Christian to deflect that ball. 16 seconds left in this quarter. Once again, your Bigelow Panthers 28 and our Conway Christian Eagles 7.
Let's hope this momentum for the Eagles can get them going to start the 4th quarter in the short time they have left in this 3rd quarter with 16 seconds left. Matthew Corbin, number 15, is to the left for the Eagles. And we have number 18, Tristan Johnson, and number 25, Isaac Weaver, to the right. And number 20, Carter Harrington at running back for the Conway Christian Eagles to start this first down. 1st and 10 at the 50. Ball is snapped, handoff to Carter Harrington, and it gets swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of about 3 for the Eagles. The clock will run, and I think that will take us to the 4th quarter, where the score is Bigelow Panthers 28, your Conway Christian Eagles 7. back here at Mission Field at the start of the fourth quarter, where the Eagles are down 28-7 against the Bigelow Panthers. The Eagles do have the ball, though. Ball at about the 49, 2nd and 11 to start the fourth. Let's see if the Eagles can get a couple scores this quarter to get the score back tied up or even win this ball game.
Absolutely, that is much needed. There is 12 minutes left in this game, which is enough time for the Eagles to come down and score multiple touchdowns. It seems the ref is talking to the sideline ref, and we are about to kick off this fourth quarter.
Snap is to Creed Hildebrand, and he will get about a gain of 4 or 5 on the play, probably bring up 3rd and 6.
Not a bad run there from Creed Hildebrand. Decent blocking from the O-line. Gets him about 4 yards and is now going to be 3rd and 6.
Isaac Weaver and Sawyer Allen to the right for the Conway Christian Eagles. Cameron Elder in motion, goes to the left. Crafter drops back to pass, looks downfield, he throws it deep from 15, Matthew Corbin, and it is intercepted. Picked off by number 11, Jacour Dunlap, and he is limping off the field, but he did get the interception.
That is very unfortunate for the Eagles and for Crafton Fowler, his debut game in his varsity career.
Intended again for Matthew Corbin, just a bit short. Matthew had Obergrass ahead of him and just short, and Jacour Dunlap dove for the interception on that play.
A great diving interception from the defense there, I will say. And the Conway Christian defense back out there for another drive. You don't want to tire out your defense this much as Conway Christian has in this game, but unfortunately, as their offense has worked, has led to that.
2 receivers, 1 receiver on both sides, and they run the ball with Isaac Howell, and he'll get about a gain of 1 or 2. Probably bring up 2nd and 8 on the play.
Decent run there from Bigelow. Gets him about 3 yards.
The Eagles need to get a stop here with 10 minutes left if they want to get some scores on the board. Number 10, Austin Shirley to the left. Guarding him is Makai Pleasant, number 4. They were fake hand off the ball, and it will be about a gain of 1 or 2 again like it was in the last play. We're probably bring up 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 for the Bigelow Panthers.
An okay run there from the Panthers, but not something that they want, but something that Conway Christian does need if they want to come back into this ball game. They are very deep into their territory, and Conway Christian needs to get a stop here.
3rd and 7, ball on the 17. Good place to get a stop here for the Conway Christian Eagles. Ball is snapped. It will be and there's flags on the play. False start, maybe. Don't know for which team, though. On the offense, that's good for the Eagles. They will bring up 3rd and about 16.
They are bringing the line of scrimmage back. Brought him back about 5 yards, so it will be 3rd and 10. They're back where they started at the beginning of this drive.
Ball on the 12. Better spot for the Eagles. Let's hope that they can get a stop and get a punt, and they can get the ball back in this fourth quarter with 9:40 to go. Rango fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, looks downfield, and he sees number 23, Luke Schulterman, and he got green grass ahead. And Makai Pleasant takes him down, and so does number 25, Isaac Weaver, on the play. Makai Pleasant shaking up on the play. Let's hope that he is okay. He's grabbing that right ankle.
A very bad game for Conway Christian. That was a very unnecessary play that they had to give up. They had him where they wanted him at 3rd and 10 on their side of the field. Bigelow would have had to punt it, and they would have gotten the ball on about the 40.
Field switched instantly for the Bigelow Panthers. Let's see if the Eagles can still keep them scoreless on this drive. Bad snap, gives it to Nate Brackett, and bulldozes one, takes another. And it will be about a gain of 6 on the play.
There is a flag on the play, though.
There is a flag of the play. And it's on the left side of the field. It looks like holding, maybe. Chase Culpepper with the tackle on that play. Holding on the Bigelow Panthers. This will take them back.
Again, they had a holding play. They had a holding play once again, just like on that last 3rd down. But Conway Christian will have to get 3 more stops, at least 2 more stops if they want Bigelow to be off the field and be on defense.
Jacord Dunlap, lone receiver to the left. Ringo Mange drops back, and he will hit, a little low. He was intended target was Jake Berry, too low.
Bit of a bad snap. It looked towards the ground, but the quarterback was able to get the ball back up and was able to see the field. Unfortunately, the ball was a bit far behind, and Jake Berry was not able to get his hands on it.
We'll bring up 2nd and 13. Ball on the 45 with 8 minutes to go left in this 4th quarter. And the Bigelow Panthers have the ball. Wrangler has the ball, and it looks like there's another flag on the play. The Bigelow Panthers are scooting back. Looks like another holding or false start.
It will be a false start on the Bigelow Panthers, which will bring them back about another 5 to 10 yards.
This will bring up 2nd and 18.
This is good for the Conway Christian Eagles, as they need something like this, because this ruins the momentum of the Bigelow Panthers, but also helps them in their need to be able to score.
2nd and 18, ball on the 50-yard line exactly. The Eagles need to get a stop on this drive so they can have at least some time to get some scores. Bad snap again from the Bigelow Panthers, and a swarm of Eagles will take Wrangler Maines down for about a gain of 1 or 2.
Great play there. Matthew Corbin was able to get into the backfield, but in doing so, he did lose his helmet on that tackle. He will be out for this play. Great defensive play by Conway Christian, as Matthew Corbin is able to pressure the quarterback into running forward into a group of Eagles, and they are able to get them down. It'll now be 3rd and 17 on this next snap.
Ball on the 49 also. 7 minutes left to go in this game. The clock is running in this 4th quarter.
Seems like there is a timeout on the field for the Bigelow Panthers.
And we will take a timeout with them. With 7 minutes to go left, we have Bigelow, 28. Your Conway Christian Eagles, 7. 7 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter, where your Bigelow Panthers are winning 28 and Conway Christian Eagles 7. And the play happened while I was talking. And number 23 had a big catch last drive when it was 4th and 18. Luke Schoderman gets a huge gain on that play.
That's not something Conway Christian wants. They had them once again, just like earlier in the drive, they had them right where they wanted them on 3rd and long. Unfortunately, without Matthew Corbin on the field for that play, they weren't able to get any pressure on the quarterback and were not able to stop the throw.
Indeed, the ball was on. It was 3rd and 17. Now they're close to the red zone. 1st and 10 for the Bigelow Panthers. Let's see if the Eagles can still get a stop and they can get the ball back because the clock is ticking. Handing the ball off to number 15, Bowen Peoples, and there's a flag on the play. 2 flags thrown on the play in the backfield. Let's see what this is about. Number 25, Isaac Weaver down on the play. Another Eagle down on the play. And he's slow to get up.
Seems like it is another cramp. I think he will hopefully be fine. But there was a flag on the play. Not sure who. It will be holding on the offense, which will once again bring them back. In the first quarter, flags were hurting Conway Christian, but now it seems in the second half, Bigelow is getting hurt by these flags. They have about 5 or 6.
They do have 5 or 6, but they still have big plays that happen on 3rd and long or 4th and long that still they've continued to have the ball late in this game. Let's see if the Eagles can get a stop with these flags going their way this half. Jacord Dunlap to the left and Jake Berry to the right for the Bigelow Panthers, the 2 lone receivers on opposite sides. Isaac Howell in the backfield. Jacord Dunlap drops back. Oh, Luke Schoderman with the off-balance catch. His momentum was going to the left, and he went all the way back to snag that one.
Good snap, decent throw, but amazing catch there from the receiver for Bigelow. It will bring up a 2nd and 11. Once again, hopefully Conway Christian can push them back and get them back where they want them for a 3rd time at 3rd and long.
Number 10, Austin Shirley coming in for this play for the Bigelow Panthers. Jacord Dunlap and Austin Shirley to the right for the Bigelow Panthers. Isaac Howell in the backfield. The ball is snapped. Wrangler rolls out to his right. He avoids one, goes upfield, looks for more blockers, and will be just short or right at the 1st down.
That's not something you want to see.
Steele Foster with the tackle.
Once again, on that snap, the quarterback for Bigelow, Wrangler, was able to bounce the ball outside, and the linebacker for Conway Christian, once again with a one-on-one attack, they weren't able to get that tackle there.
Matthew Corbin back on for the Conway Christian Eagles, taking out Steele Foster, who just got the tackle on that play. Ball is snapped, hands it to Nate Brackett, and he will get the 1st down and more. Flags thrown after the play. Kobe Estrada and Jackson Taylor come on back on the field.
There is a flag on the play. Not sure for what. Let's see what the refs have to tell us.
Number 65, Rylan Shaw, and number 50, J.D. Barron come off. trying to get some fresh legs for the Eagles because this has been a long drive for the Bigelow Panthers.
Seems there is a personal foul late hit on number 5 on Conway Christian. That will be Cameron Elder, which will not help them in their push on defense, but will help Bigelow on their push to score a touchdown.
The Panthers are in the red zone. First and goal. Wrangler with the loose snap will decide to run it, and he gets taken down by Creed Hildebrand just short, about a gain of 1 or so.
It will be second down. That was a bad snap by the center for Bigelow, but the quarterback Wrangler was able to get the ball and was able to get the ball upfield for about a yard. But once again, great tackle by Creed Hildebrand, making sure that there was not another big run gain on this drive.
Number 11, Jacor Dunlap all alone with Makai Pleasant, the corner, on the left side, deep to the left. Hands it off to Nate Brackett, and he will jog into the end zone for another Bigelow Panther touchdown. Second touchdown of the night for Nate Brackett. And the score will be 34-7, Bigelow Panthers.
Man, this is not something that Conway Christian was hoping for in their first game. We came out thinking that this was going to be a decent matchup, and hopefully everything would be pretty even. But as of late, hasn't seemed like it.
The Eagles' body language and their emotions are just dead over there, it seems like. No one giving a lot of energy. Let's see if they can finish off. Oh! And they jump over Nate Brackett, who's about to kick. They didn't block the field goal. They jumped over the ball and didn't dive on it.
But a great play there to stop the ball from going into the field goal by getting over. I don't know what happened on the offensive line for Bigelow, but Conway Christian was able to get 3 guys back there to tackle the holder for the kick.
The Eagles are probably getting 1 or 2. These are the Eagles' first 1 or 2 of their last drives on offense if they were to get something going to end this strong. Back deep is number 1, Creed Hildebrand, and number 11, Ian Parrott.
Once again, there is 3 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. Bigelow Panthers up 34, your Conway Christian Eagles 7.
Nate Brackett kicking it off for the Bigelow Panthers. And this ball will roll and be a touchback as the Eagles will start their first or second of their last drives of this ball game.
Hopefully they are able to score early so that they can go back on defense, get a stop, and hopefully get another score before this game is over.
Yes, the Panthers took up a ton of time based off flags and big plays on 3rd and longs and 4th and longs that made that drive really, really long.
Yes, that drive was about 9 minutes long. Very costly time for the Conway Christian Eagles. And
So
it seems that Tristan Johnson is in at quarterback instead of Crafton Fowler for quarterback.
Creed Hildebrand behind him, Sawyer Allen to his right, and so is Steele Foster. And to his left is Roman Goss and number 15, Matthew Corbin. Tristan with the ball heads off to Creed Hilleberry, who breaks one and gets a short little gain for about three or four. And this will probably bring up 2nd and 6 for the Conway Christian Eagles. And the clock is running. And if the Eagles want to get a score, they have to hurry up quick.
Decent run there by Creed Hildebrand, but if they do want to score, then they will have to start deciding to throw the ball.
Same formation for the Conway Christian Eagles. Tristan Johnson will get the ball. It looks like a false start for the Conway Christian Eagles.
Man, once again, these flags are just is what's tearing down the Conway Christian Eagles offense. They're just not able to go as fast as they want. They're not able to keep their own pace because of these flags. They just hold them back. But it was a 5-yard penalty, and now they will be.
Looks like it was a false start on the defense, and the Eagles will actually get farther up. Creed Hillebrand with the, he goes farther back. It looks like it would bring up 3rd and 4 as he went backwards on that play.
Yeah, so
deep in the enemy territory.
Yeah, so it seems that flag was on the Bigelow Panthers. Seems it wasn't offsides on the defensive line. Brought Conway Christian to 2nd and 1. Creed Hildebrand barely getting back to the line of scrimmage. It will now be 3rd and 1. They really need to get this first down if they want to keep pushing.
Looks like Coach took out a lot of his starting receivers, and Carter Harrington will come in as running back as Creed Hilleberry takes a break. And Carter finds a seam, and Carter will get the first down. Good run by Carter Harrington on that play. Gain of about 7.
That was a great run by Carter Harrington. Man, he really just looks like he's skiing out there, doesn't he?
He sure does.
But it's good for a first down for the Conway Christian Eagles.
Same formation for the Conway Christian Eagles. Carter Harrington, it looks like Tristan looks deep, and Steele Foster will catch that ball, and it will be a gain of about 13 or 15 or so for the Conway Christian Eagles. Clock stopped with about a minute 52 left to go in this ball game.
Great pass by Tristan Johnson. Great long pass, great catch from Steele Foster as well to get that first down and keep them on the field longer.
Steele Foster, the lone receiver for the Conway Christian Eagles, and he flinched a bit, and the ref caught him, and that will be a false start.
Once again, a false start on the Eagles, not something that we want to have happen on a play like this when they had that great momentum from Carter's first down and Steele Foster's great catch for a first down. This is something that's a momentum ruler, and it just doesn't help them.
It does not help the Conway Christian Eagles. Clock running about a minute 30 left to go in this ball game. It'll be 1st and 15, ball on the 44, and Tristan Johnson hands it off to Carter Harrington. Again, he would take one, and it would be taken down out of bounds on the Eagles' sideline.
Number 1 for Bigelow Panthers, slow to get up, but he does get up and is now limping. Seems like he's waving off his coaches. Seems like he's going to stay on the field for this next play.
Less than a minute left to go in this ball game. 2nd and 7, ball on the 48. Conway Christian getting a couple more plays in before this game ends. Let's see if they can get a deep ball downfield. Tristan Johnson with the ball, looks deep, and it will be Sawyer Allen with the catch, and it will be taken down back at the line of scrimmage.
Good snap, good catch, good throw, but just not able to get far on that run.
30 seconds left in this ball game. Clock is running. If the Eagles want to get 1 more, 2 more plays, they got to hurry up. The ball is snapped. His hand out to Carter Harrington, and he will go on the outside, and he will be taken down like Sawyer Allen last play, back to the line of scrimmage or for a gain of 1 or 2.
And it seems like that will be the last play of this game for Conway Christian.
And that's your ball game, folks. The Conway Christian Eagles lose their home opener. Their next game is away. They're home on September 4th against the Hector Wildcats. Conway Christian 7, your Bigelow Panthers 34.
We would like to thank everybody for tuning in and watching this game. Once again, these live streams are, as of this year, now run by students. I'd like to give a shout out to Braden Kemper, Sawyer Rowell, and Caden Cothran for helping with the stream. And hope everybody has a safe night home. And thank you for watching the stream.
We'll be with you guys next week on September 4th, home at 7 o'clock. Thank you for watching at Mission Field.